Hey everyone, Kelly Dean Allen here once again. Got a tutorial by request for you today, Louie Louie by the Kingsmen from 1963. The birth of rock and roll, the birth of punk and garage rock and grunge for that matter, so on and so forth. All rolled up in one super influential track from the early 60s. So then, like I said, one of my subscribers wanted to learn the very chaotic and very famous guitar solo to this one by the late great Mike Mitchell. So I sat down, gave it a listen, and figured it all out. Now, as the rhythm to this one is just 3 chords, I figured that I'd teach you the whole thing, as the rhythm to this one wouldn't take very long to learn, or to teach for that matter. So let's get started. Yeah, let's close in, learn how to play Louie Louie by the Kingsmen. All right then, Louie Louie by the Kingsmen from 1963 with Mike Mitchell on guitar. We are in standard tuning for this tutorial. If you cannot play this opening riff, you're going to have to turn in your guitar playing card because this is about as basic as it gets. We're starting with an A 3-finger power chord. We're going to go down to D. We're going to move it into E, which is actually an E minor, but you don't really need to get down to the minor third here. Just hit the A, D, and G string, back to D, and back to A. So a triple hit on the A, double hit on the D, triple hit on the E, double hit on the D, and repeat. That is the riff to Louie Louie. Now, in the during the verses, a little variation on that. Bum, 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 bum. Same chords, right? But we're not hitting them as many times. We're going to hit that A, bum, hit it again, move it down to D, hit that D, move it into E, hit it again, move it back to D, and continue, right? Bum, 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 bum. Bum 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 banana 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 banana. And that is how you play all of the rhythm to Louie Louie, front to back. And so the solo to this one was the point of this whole video actually, but I figured I might as well show you everything. And so let's run through this solo here. A really chaotic little solo, early 60s solo from Mike Mitchell on this one. And we're going to break it up into 3 separate sections as I'm teaching it, but this is the solo. That is the solo, with one little mistake in the middle of it. Sorry about that. So we're going to break this up into 3 sections. It's all A minor blues scale work, right? So take your A minor pentatonic, starting on the root note here on the 7th fret of the D, and add this flat 5th there on the 8th fret of the G string, right? The blue note. And that's the scale we're going to be using. No point in picking out note by note by note by note. You know the box we're in. I'm going to play through it a number of times slowly in 3 separate sections. This is the first one. Finishing on that 5 of the G. So starting on the 5 of the B. And that is part 1. Right, one more time. Now, part 2. Lots of double stops going on at the beginning of part 2 of this, starting with a double stop on the 5s, right? And then right into a little bend on the 8 there. And then right back to a few more double stops. And then back to like 3 more double stops, right? Slide into a little double stop here on the 9-8 of the G and the B, right? And then finish part 2 with 7 of the G off to 5 of the B. Right, and that is part 2. Now, part 3. Now, part 3 is a lot of the same licks as we played in part 2, right? But we're going to start just on a single note here on the 5th fret of the high E. 3 or 4 hits. Let it ring. Another 7 or 8 hits. Right, and then we're into this. Finishing on the 5s and 7s, right? And that's part 3. One more time. And that is how you play the solo to that one. So let's take it right from the very top all the way through nice and slow, and then we'll be done. And there you go. That is how you play Louie Louie by the Kingsmen, going way back about 61 years to 1963. Certainly hope you enjoyed the tutorial, found it helpful. If you did, please hit that like button right down there. Maybe drop me a subscribe if you haven't done that already, as that would be very kind. Hope you're well out there in your little guitar corner of the world, wherever that may find you, and we will see you next time. Cheers.